Focus Fáilte Clár Community Focus. Hello and welcome to the Community Focus programme on CavantTV.com. This programme is sponsored by Eason's of Main Street Cavan and Pearse Street Mullingar. This programme is dedicated to all things community in County Cavan. Joining us on the show tonight we have Lorraine and Seamus and Donald, and they're here to talk about the Run DMC, isn't
Run
it?
DMC4CF.
For CF.
Chatham branch.
So, Lorraine, we had you on the show a couple of months ago, and you were talking about the Quilca Challenge at the time. You're running a number of fundraising events.
Yeah, well, as a branch we run different events, and then the Quilca is a branch with the Lions Club. It's a Cavan branch plus the Lions Club. So we ran that last May, and then the one we're doing now is one that I took on to do, and it's running from last February, and it finished it the 29th of October, the day after Dublin City Marathon.
The work has been gone into it.
Yeah.
Since last February.
Yeah. Well, what it is there's a group of us, actually there's over 50 of us that are training for the Dublin City Marathon, and DMC stands for Dublin Marathon Challenge, because the majority of us that are running are non-runners, bar a few.
Not looking at anyone in particular there, Donald.
But if you, like, the majority of us aren't runners. You know, the majority. Some of them played football. Some of the ladies played football in Camogie, but none of us had really ran before, bar Donald, and there's only a handful that had ran before.
Any complete amateurs though that wouldn't be into
yeah,
sport?
Yeah. I didn't have a pair of tracksuit bottoms before, so yeah. Right. So I'm talking amateur. My kind of style. Really. But that's how it started. We started training the 21st of February. James Murray started training us. He's a strength and conditioning coach. Peter Walsh came on. He's well known around Cavan. He's in the army, but he also runs a lot of marathons. Great lad as well. And between the two of them, you know, they took us on and showed us the ropes and showed us what to do and how to run. And
brilliant. And you're training as a group? We
train as a group, yeah. Breffni Park give us the facilities 2 evenings a week. So we started training on a Tuesday and Thursday up at Breffni, and then as we progressed, we hit the road. So we might go out. We might be in Breffni Tuesday and Thursday, and then a long run on the Saturday, which was 3 days. Now at the minute it's 5 days a week.
5 days. And for how long?
Until the 29th of October.
How many hours would you put in each evening then? 5 evenings a week?
I'd say everybody's different. My hours aren't great.
Alright, so how long would the training generally go on from if you're meeting up in Breffni with the
we meet at 6, and it usually does go on until near 8 o'clock. 7:45, 8 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's no hitting the pub afterwards with this training?
Oh, we're in a drinks ban. We're not allowed to drink.
So
I feel
very
like a footballer.
Training, yeah. In the All Ireland.
Yeah.
So, Donald and Seamus, might come to you. How did you get Seamus? First of all, maybe how did you get involved in this?
Well, I work in the Anglo Celt, so I went up and interviewed Lorraine about this charity fundraiser, and from that she wrote me into it. That was it.
So press ganged into taking part.
A little bit.
Had I known about that, I wouldn't have asked you tonight.
What are you doing 29th of October?
I could get my hair done or something.
Bank holiday, no you're not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the pumpkin festival, isn't it? Weekend.
Is it October? You see, we're in a drinks ban, so all these festivals are way over our
Halloween.
head. Bodies are temples, and so drink is the devil.
It's Donald, have you ever done a marathon before? Ever got involved? Or Seamus, sorry, have you ever got involved in a
no, never.
No?
I'd never ran a serious distance before I started here in February, and until then, I kind of always wanted to do something, but you look at you think of marathon and you think, oh, well, it depends. You think you might be able to do it, but you don't know how to go about training for it. But going in with Run DMC4CF, it was brilliant because. Like Lorraine said, we all start off from scratch, and we all built our way up. And there's people who we all started with, and
they're all getting better.
The improvement from day one to now is just it really is incredible.
So did you all start in February? You started in February anyway.
Yeah.
And So is there anyone joining, or are the people joining as it goes along?
Yeah, there are. There was an article in the Sunday World a few weeks ago, and just different flyers and different news that's going around, and Seamus has done things for us in the Anglo-Celt, and it's just been picked up, and it's nearly like the Pied Piper. It's coming on and on all the time. Like, there's people gathering all the time. Like, to have over 50 starting, and to still have over 50 with people have dropping off and have come in. Like, a few people have taken up injuries, and
Seamus, you're one of them, aren't you?
For whatever reason, I keep every time I run at the moment, I seem to pick up another injury or so. But come October, I'm going to. I might not run the marathon as well as I'd like to, but I'll get around that route.
Yeah.
I get to 43 kilometers. Whether it's I jog a little bit, I walk a little bit, I jog a bit more, but I still get around it. I think we're all I think we're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
We're all committed to doing it. Like, we wouldn't have started this. Everybody within the group, we're all there kind of for each other as well.
It becomes like a bug, doesn't it? That you really, you have to do it. You have to do it.
And that's as well, Lorraine, haven't you?
Yeah.
The only one not injured right now is Donal.
As a professional. We'll get to Donal now. This is the professional, isn't it?
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that.
We had one of our runners went out running on Saturday, and he ran 30k and was home playing with the kids in the garden and fractured his foot. Hi, Andrew. Yeah, imagine after doing all that,
After doing
and
30K,
playing with his
please.
kids, and so
Up there.
you're going to have that. When you have that amount of people, you're going to have that. So, but no, there's injuries picked up, but you get over them. We've great Ian O'Reilly and Ciara O'Malley, Paul McCorry and Adele O'Reilly. They're different physios around the place, and they've really helped us. They've really come on board, and
A team of physios helping injuries.
It's amazing what Lorraine has been able to organise. It's really incredible. Like, these t-shirts,
we got
the physios, yoga on a Thursday,
All the trainings.
all the trainings.
Thursday for the group as well, yeah.
I think they should be able to
my
humma. Yeah, no, we had.
Well, the amount of stuff that
She
Lorraine
does
has
so much
organised.
work behind the scenes as well that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
Sending emails here and there. Like, honestly, the amount of work that Lorraine does is
always with a
really
smile on her
incredible.
face.
Sometimes.
It's very quiet.
55 children. I don't know. Most of the time, it's all right.
I know, she's great, love.
So you're responsible for the whole group, are you?
Yeah. Well, it was my idea, and I would be kind of like that when I say I'm going to do something. I would
Follow it through.
Yeah, I'd have to.
Yeah.
It's just like that'd be my addiction. Like that, I'd have to. If I say I'm going to do something, I have to do it, and that's it. But we got t-shirts this week for. If anybody sees us out on the road, these are our t-shirts.
I already saw them out on the road.
Did you?
yesterday, yeah.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
This is
Pull that up there.
we're trying
you're all
to,
wearing them, yeah.
It's Run
Just more
DMC.
sure, right, yeah.
Can you see? What, this way?
Yeah.
Run DMC4CF. They were kindly sponsored by Trizone.ie, who are a company in Athlone, and Cavan Equestrian Centre, who always are very good to Cavan CF. They're always donating money and donating events. So massive thank you.
Get one of those t-shirts.
They get two of them. They get two of them each, because I think, not that advertisement is a waste, but I think sometimes if you see, there's different ways of advertising, and this is our way of advertising. So we're not going around with pillars and boards everywhere, even though we do have one out at Aldi, but these are our way of advertising. So we'll advertise and get it out, and hopefully people will start seeing the colour. I don't think you can miss it.
Yeah, just check out.
Yeah, so and I kind of like to say to everybody, the public out there, if they see us on the road, give us a beep, push us on, drive us on, it's
Some
great
people
just to get.
beep at you now.
Yeah, it's
training.
but it's great, like, because
Yeah.
it does kind of give you a bit, if you're gone out for a long run and you're getting it hard, and
Yeah.
I don't know if it's been mortified or whatever else, but if somebody beeps at you, it's like, okay, I can do this, I can do this.
Gives you a bit of encouragement.
Yeah, but it just to give all these people, because it's not an easy task. If you're not a born athlete, to take on a marathon, isn't an easy task, and I just think they should all be appreciated. Like the Cavan branch of CF, like we really appreciate what these people are doing, but it's very hard just to kind of say thanks all the time, but I hope it's felt, because it's meant.
And Donald, we'll come to you
Eventually.
and not leave you out there in the cold.
Yeah, that's all right.
How did you become involved in this?
Well, I'm in college in Dublin, so I was home one weekend. It was about, I'd say it was March or April. It was after they started anyway, and I had heard about it, but I need to get my hair cut, so I was deciding which barbers I'd walk into. So unknowingly, I walked into Main Street Barbers, and we got talking about. I know I'd done a few marathons before, so we got talking about running, and then Lorraine, she just said, "Oh, do you want to come on in?"
Holding the
or something?
scissors in her hand.
Looking at me in the mirror, so I
Do
said
you
I
want to?
had to say yeah. So that's how I got into it. No, it's great though because I'd be up in college, so I'd be training on my own an awful lot, and then to come home and anytime I get home and things like that, like get home and get running with the group, it's great because running in a group is so much easier than doing anything in a group is so much easier than doing it on your own because you just have everyone there as moral support.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So it was great like that. Yeah.
And you've run marathons before though, haven't you?
Yeah, I did. I started off. I did Dublin last year. That was my first marathon, and I've done 2 more since that. Just got the bug, sort of thing. I'd never been a big runner, but I'd come from a football background. But then someone said they were going to do it, and did I want to try it? So I said yeah. And then once I started running, can't stop. It's great.
Yeah, that's what people say, that once you get in on triathlons or growing now, that they're quite addictive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're doing the marathon. You've already done the Dublin City Marathon yourself anyway.
Yeah, I've done Dublin last year, and it was great. It's great to have experience. Once I was telling the guys, once you do one, you've so much to learn for the next one that you'll have so much more experience even after doing one, and I know the vast majority of people are going to keep it on. I know even though they say they won't, they'll do another one. It's just the way it goes. Once you start doing one, you get addicted, and you will end up wanting to do another one or set yourself a bigger challenge.
So you're all into looking at your times and keeping your personal best.
Yeah. So
what's your personal best? Give it out.
I did Belfast. I did there in May. That was 2 hours and 55 minutes. So I'm hoping for
very good.
4 or 5 minutes faster than that, but it'll be tough. So
wow. What's your best?
My best. I'm giving myself 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah. No, you're given actually a cut off of 7 hours. Isn't it 7 hours? Don't you?
I think 7. Yeah.
So
you're given a cut off of 7. Yeah.
Yeah. So
the roads are reopened after
6 hours and 59 minutes.
I'd still be halfway through to that stage.
Oh no, I'd be very disappointed if I didn't finish it, and before it was. Before the road, yeah, I would be disappointed now, I have to say. But if I do it, to do it would be my big achievement. Mm. But would I do it again?
Yes.
Yeah, you would.
Of course you will.
I bet you after you'll be saying that you do it again.
It'll be a few days after though, because when you cross the finish line, the last thing you want to do is think about running.
The one that is coming into my head is New York. Shopping marathon. Shopping marathon.
Did you do a marathon just shopping?
Couldn't you? Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. But I'm been asked already. Is it going to be a yearly thing?
Yeah.
Then a lot of people are asking me. Different ones didn't start with us. Different people that didn't start with us are saying, "Oh, that's a great idea." And are you going to do it next year? Now, next year, if we do it, I don't know if I'd run it again and organise it. There's a lot of organising to do it, and then
you'll be an expert.
Do you think?
Yeah. It'll be a lot easier the second year.
Yeah, of course it would. Of course it would.
And you won't even have to recruit the people.
No, they'll all be there, yeah. Or they'll all run when they see me coming, one or the other.
Yeah, sometimes though it can, build on the momentum year on year.
Yeah.
You keep it going.
Yeah.
No pressure, like.
No pressure at all. No pressure felt. But it's good, like that. Like I have to say, and I always say it. Cavan people are fantastic at supporting events. Like all down through the years, like like for years we followed our county team, and no matter what, we still follow them. I think Cavan are great supporting.
Yeah, you've had a good number. I think we have some pictures of the Quilca Challenge.
Yeah.
That was another one of the fundraising events that we're doing throughout the year.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Did either of you do the Quilca
I did.
Challenge?
I did.
Yes, you did, yeah.
thankfully it was good weather this year.
Did this all
Because I
stem
don't-
from the interview as well?
No, well, the funny thing is, within the group, within the 51, like a lot of people have organised different fundraising events, and the really nice thing is everybody within the group has been going to each other's fundraising events, and we've all been very eager to support each other, even though the money is still going to the one place. So
Yeah.
it's been great that way.
It's good.
The Quilka challenge was, I never climbed the Quilka before, so that was something for me as well. It was great crack.
Yeah, it was
Really
an
nice.
exceptionally good
Yeah.
day this year.
You did,
Oh, it was
absolutely.
great, yeah.
And last year, the year before, like you had torrential rain, didn't you? So it was complete.
I think if you
contrast.
ordered rain, the amount of rain that came that day wouldn't have come. It was unbelievable. And then this year, it was the opposite. We were worried
Yeah.
about sun.
It was very hot.
Yeah, it was very, very hot. Yeah. But talking about events there, the 50 plus people that are running, I have a private hate for buckets. I can't stand bucket collections. I hate them actually. And sponsor cards, I think we're all kind of fed up with getting sponsor cards stuck in your face.
Yeah.
So what we've done is we've run different events now. We've run one. We've a few different ones coming up now. We have one coming up Saturday week, a tennis-a-thon, coming up in
At the
Cavan
Cavan
Tennis
Tennis
Club.
Club, yeah.
There's a few of the
Okay,
girls
what's
organising
involved
that. I think it's where you go in and
10 hours of tennis, I think.
yeah,
And
but
it's,
you can take you play for
you
a
play
half
for
an hour.
half hour, an
and-
hour, or whatever you like, and you pay
Right.
€10, and I think there's children concessions and family concessions prices as well, and basically it's a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And anyone can go in.
Fundraising.
You don't have to be an
Anyone can
expert
go
at
in.
tennis or
No,
anything.
not at all. I'm going to go in because I'm great. I'm
That's
not,
this
not
Saturday,
played
is
tennis
it?
before. That's Saturday week, the
Saturday.
29th. And
Yeah.
then on Sunday we have a 22k challenge in the town as well, starting at the post office. It's a 22k challenge. You can run, walk or cycle it. And there's also a 6k. So there's a family kind of a run as well, and it's just out to the roundabout at the Cavan Crystal and back in. So it's just nice. Well, we're just trying to run different events. There's a kayaking challenge in Butler's Bridge the 7th of October. It's where you can go out and kayak round Anna Lake, and
Right.
I think it's a tenner to that as well for a kilometre, and just little events. But we're trying to just get people out and moving, and getting them to kind of feel as if they're getting something for their money, because sponsorship it's hard, like it's when you're always asking, it's very hard to you're always asking the same people, and maybe sometimes I think if you can do something, or
Yeah, this
you know,
gives
it's
people
nicer.
a choice.
yeah
Really,
come
whether
and
they
do
want
it,
to
or
support it
yeah,
or not, and
Yeah.
they get something from it as well.
yeah,
They
definitely.
can be involved in it, and
Mm.
so a lot of charities are moving towards that. You pay
Yeah,
on entry, and that's it. There's no sponsorship cards.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
suppose it is fairer on people.
Well, it's just a nicer way, because if when you're putting
Mm.
sponsorship cards in front of people's noses all
Yeah.
the time, it's quite hard, and it's like, I know from having a shop in Cavan there, you're hit all the time,
Yeah.
and where sometimes you don't mind, it's sometimes you just would rather say no. So like I one thing I never wanted was for people to feel obligated to be always given. It's not that what we want. Like, we do want to fundraise, and we do need the money to improve our facilities in Cavan in general, but give what you can.
Mm.
And people find it's a great experience when they go out and they get to do something. They get to
Exactly, you're
they
getting
get-
something
getting
in
active
return
as well,
for it,
yeah. And they feel it's value for money sort of thing, so they're getting something as well. And people,
Yeah.
it creates a great spirit as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. At the day of Quilka that you were speaking about, like the spirit that day it was fantastic. Like there was
We have some photographs
Have you?
actually, yeah.
yeah.
And we'll just get Dave to load them up there first.
Yeah, it was great now. And this year we had
the flyer.
that's the flyer for the Run DMC for the challenge this weekend, or for the 30th of September. And registration will start between 9 a.m. and 11:30, and it's up in my shop, actually, Main Street Barbers, just opposite the post office. Car parking obviously around the town would be free, and the race starts at 12 o'clock. The entry fee for the 22k is 30. You get a t-shirt and a medal afterwards, and it's a chip time race, which is of interest to
So you
runners.
get chips.
No, it's a chip time race.
I
You might
was
get
really
chips.
healthy.
And then the 6k is 10 for an adult, 5 for a kid, and 20 for a family.
What is
And
the
the
chip
route is
time race? If you don't mind asking?
Don't know what is a chip time race.
basically,
Go
you
to the
have
expert.
basically you have either you get a chip and it records where you're going, and you run across these mats that record your time when you start, so it gets
right.
you a really accurate time. So let's say you don't start at the the very front of the people starting, let's say at the back, your chip won't start till you cross the line. So then you get a more accurate time reading. It's a lot of most races do it now, so it's great for people that are looking at their times and looking to see, like, can they better them and what exactly time they're getting.
That's very good. And how do you get that? You've got all that here, like.
Yeah, we have it. Well,
To organise
it's a Belfast company that's organising Chip Ireland. I think they're
Right.
Belfast. They're from the north anyway. But just I got them from another race. You know,
Right.
just that's how you can get anything. Is copy from everybody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not?
Because this is the like running like it's a complete. I'd be complete novice at even organising. Like running events, like, so it's all learning, but it seems to be all coming
Great.
together.
Take on the
Donald's,
challenge then.
myself and Donald and David McCormick, he's an architect in Cavan, and he's done plenty of marathons, and then Aileen O'Reilly, another one of the runners. Like the four of us, that's our event. So what the ask is that every runner, you know, raises around €1,000 a piece. Like that, it's an ask, it's a number.
Yeah.
If someone make more than it and someone make less than it, but that's our four. That's what we're aiming to raise our part of the fund. That's what we're doing. So that's what everybody's doing. They're just raising just having events. And there was coffee mornings, and there was a coffee morning at the Garda station. Was a great success. And then another runner had one in his house, and there was a 5k run in Mount Newch, and there was another one in Lacken. So there's loads of different events around.
Going
Yeah.
on. We'll just take a look actually at the pictures from the Quilca Challenge. I think. There we go.
Yeah, that's Linda Scott. Claire Lennon helped us on the day. We also had, that was the registration cowshed. Yeah.
Fancy.
Oh, nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. Yeah, they were great now. You can see
Great
even the
sunshine
smiles
there.
on people's faces. There's a lot of our runners in those pictures. But you can even see that was one of our young runners. The smiles on people's faces, like that day, like it was just such a good feeling and a good buzz about the place. This year we had great help from Loughlin House. The staff down there helped us out, and some of the prisoners helped us out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be safe prisoners is what they would be
weren't
called.
running.
But they were keeping a tight eye on them. I know they were brilliant now, I have to say. Now they were Loughlin House, fair play to them. They'd done so much for us on the day. Like they really should be commented on their
Yeah.
work. Like it was fantastic. Like
Great.
they had, they done soup and rolls and teas and coffees and done the whole lot. They were,
Someone
they were
tried
excellent.
Why did all that? Brilliant.
Yeah, one of the lads out of Loughlin House, actually, there's my mum and dad. They raced up the mountain, and just to see how fast they could get up it, and he was up and down it in an hour and 14 minutes. There were this kind of crack was going on during the day, but but Quilca was very, very successful this year, and it's like the amount of people. Oh, there's Seamus. The amount of people that were coming back and saying to me, "When is your next mountain climb?" And I was, next year, and they were saying, "Do you not run that monthly?" And I was like, "No way, I don't think so," because there's a lot goes into that too. Like there's not a lot of work goes into it. But no, next year we're having it, and I think it's going to be the 25th of May, 2013. That's only a date now. It's not set in stone. Hopefully, there's no RAS race or anything, because we came across RAS this year. The RAS race, the cycling race,
Oh yeah.
and the road had to be closed, so it would mean that it had stopped traffic and start traffic, so we had to change our date this year from a Saturday to a Sunday. But next year we're looking for I think it's the 25th of May, I could be wrong in that, but it'll be a Saturday this year.
Right.
Next year, 2013, the next one. But yeah, that's hopefully going to be an annual event, because the Lions Club now, they're eager to
And the numbers
to
have
keep
been
it going.
growing for that as well.
Well, we had 380 the first year, and last year we had 440. So it's fantastic.
yeah.
But even the awareness that day, like this year, I think we had 5 CF patients climbed it.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Brilliant.
Like that they actually, because it's
Yeah.
a mountain. At the end of the day, it's a mountain. It's a climb, and CFs would be suffering with their lungs. Like
Yes.
so, the fact it got up them, there was such spirit
Brilliant.
that day, and the fact that they got up, but like they might as well have done Everest as far as we were concerned.
Yeah. That's brilliant. Great.
Yeah.
And you had something similar as well, hadn't you? That the people just pay on registration.
Yeah,
There was no
yeah.
sponsorship cards.
No sponsorship cards. No sponsorship cards at all. We had register on the day, and it was €20, and a lot of people just donated. Like anyway, that's what I say. Like having people are I'll always take up and sit at the best in Ireland, because the amount of people that just come in giving money, that it's heard it or seen it on Cavan TV and seen it in the Celt and just come in. But it was 20 euro in the day just to do it. There was no sponsorship needed.
And we go back just before we finish to why you're doing this, why you're organising all the events and what you're raising the money for.
Well, it started. My daughter Mia she's 4 years of age, and she's a sufferer of CF. Or
She's
a
gorgeous,
person with
I met her,
CF. She's good now. She's a good girl. But Mia suffers with cystic fibrosis, and cystic fibrosis is Ireland's worst inherited disease. We have 1 in 19 Irish people are carriers. Like, I'm a carrier, I don't have CF, but I'm a carrier. So it's it's an inherited disease, and it seems to be, on the up, as in patients are living longer. It's becoming an adult disease, where it used to be a kid's disease, and then they didn't live, like they died. But facilities need to be sorted in all hospitals around the country, not just Cavan. Like in all hospitals, they need to be improved. CFs, they pick up infection very quickly, so they need isolated rooms. In Cavan General, we need isolated rooms for inpatients and outpatients. But thank God, it's going on the right road. Everybody's eager to help. It's not something that we're getting doors closed in our faces. We're not. But there's a lot of work, and there'll be a lot of money need to be, raised, because the HSE don't have money anymore, like, to give it.
Yeah.
But these patients still need it.
Yeah.
There's over 40 patients attend Cavan General with cystic fibrosis. So it's a lot of numbers.
They be from Cavan and Monaghan?
It's Cavan, Monaghan, Longford and Leitrim.
Right.
But the majority would be Cavan. I'm saying that maybe, and I might be wrong, but it'd be Cavan, Monaghan, part of Longford, part of Leitrim. But you have a lot of people there, and all they want is to be safe and healthy. Like the CF, people with CF are not. They don't lie down. They don't lie down and feel sorry for themselves, and they're not looking for sympathy, or they're not looking for an easy ride. They're looking to be safe, and they're looking to be kept healthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I suppose as a parent, I'll fight that. I'll fight Mia's corner.
Fair play to you,
For as long as I can, and I will do it. But I will do it for the other CFs in the county as well, and that do attend the hospital. Sometimes you're picked up wrong that you're bad mounting the hospital. It's the last thing I would do, because the one thing I do think about Cavan General is that they do what the services they offer. Like they do everything in their power to help CFs. They can't help it that there's not, the facilities. It's not their fault. So it's one thing that I would always stand up for, is the hospital. But facilities are needed, and they're needed today, and that's it.
So all these events are going towards raising money for that.
They the money for all CF. The people say, like, you're giving money for charity all the time, and for CF, like, where does the money go? See, the money that's given to the Cavan branch of cystic fibrosis will be going into Cavan General Hospital. It will be going in to improve the facilities that are there already, So there's not one penny will be wasted. It's going into that.
So quickly, because we have to finish it up now, if somebody wants to get involved,
they can
call into the Main Street Barbers.
Call into me at any time. You can find us. You can contact you here, and you can put them in contact with them. We'll have an article in the Celt in the coming weeks. We'll have an article in the Celt again. My charity, if you want to donate, you can find us in my charity, Cystic Fibrosis Ireland.
MyCharity.ie.
MyCharity.ie, and you'll find us under Run DMC4CF. But there's loads of ways. If anyone wants to help out, if anyone wants to,
get involved,
do anything for us, throw a coffee morning for us. Do whatever. Please feel free.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much,
all three of you, for coming in
Thank
this
you.
evening, and the best of luck with it. Thanks for watching the programme, and join us again next Wednesday.